Hurricane Idalia has intensified into a major hurricane now, a Category 3 with winds of 120 miles per hour, gusts of 150 miles per hour, central pressure of around 945 millibars, moving north a little bit slower now from 18 down to 15 miles per hour at this time as of 2 a.m. August 30th, 2023. The storm, as you can see here on satellite imagery, still keeping its eye structure for the most part. Its eye began to disappear slightly for a little bit, but since has been beginning to come back. The storm is still expected to make a landfall as a Category 4 storm. The storm is now only just a few hours, about 6 or 7 hours away from landfall maximum at this point. The situation is extremely dangerous right now. We are likely to see a Category 4 landfall out of this one. So without delay, let's go straight to the models. So here we go. We're expecting that landfall as a Category 4, and then still as a hurricane moving into southern portions of Georgia, bringing those heavy rain and tornadoes. There's already been a tornado warning earlier today, in which a tornado was not confirmed. There was a tornado warning though in Florida just the past half hour. The tropical end storm will still impact the Carolinas with additional tornadoes and tropical storm force winds. And then the storm will finally at last move off of the United States as an extratropical cyclone or remnants into the Atlantic. There's no telling what it'll do after that, but it'll probably fizzle out by that time. Let's get a look at what the models think the potential structure could look like. And as you can see here, they are showing that they think that for the structure that there still will be an eye. There already is. So we'll see and watch for any further development of that eye as it would continue. And obviously that what's left of it will move off toward the east away from the United States, and doesn't even look like a tropical cyclone there, so it's probably going to be a remnant low or post-tropical cyclone as it goes that way and toward the east away from the United States. I apologize that I'm speaking so low. It is literally 2 a.m. here, and everybody else is asleep at this time, so I have to keep it down a bit so I don't wake anybody up. Looking at sea surface temperatures, you can quite clearly see that there was a tornado warning there. According to the loop, there actually still is a tornado warning in effect right now for portions of Florida for a tornado warned storm. So if you're under this tornado warning here, seek shelter immediately away from windows. It's clearly I thought that was gone, but it's still there. So there's a tornado warning in effect about 100 miles north west of Lake Okeechobee, and that storm over there, of course, compared to normal tornado outbreaks that happen through frontal boundaries, has a generally higher chance of producing a tornado, as this is a tropical cyclone, and tropical tornadoes are generally easier produced when there's a tropical cyclone in the area. So definitely watch out for that. But generally, sea surface temperatures right now are 31 to 32 degrees Celsius right now, still piping hot. And the closer to the coast line the storm gets, the hotter the water temperatures are. So the storm continues. As you can see, that eye is continuing on its merry way toward the coastline. We are likely going to see a slight turn toward the east a bit more, to a jog toward a northeasterly direction. And currently right now, Storm Prediction Center still has their tornado watch for the area, for the potential for a few tornadoes being likely, and then scattered very significant damaging thunderstorm wind gusts of 75 miles per hour or even greater. But as you can see, quite clearly the radar presentation of the storm showing extremely heavy rain rates with this storm. So this is a monster hurricane here. This is a monster storm, and do not underestimate this storm whatsoever. Where was I? Over here. Wind shear under this, the storm right now, though, is at a high level, 25 to 30 knot wind shear, but that will not be stopping the storm from intensifying. The wind shear is not currently high enough to really inhibit the storm enough. Not really high enough to inhibit the storm by any means. That storm is going to keep intensifying. It's gonna get more mature, and it's going to be a downright catastrophic landfall.